Welcome everyone to today's episode of Unsolved Mysteries. I'm your host, and if you're a fan of the show like me, then you know we dive deep into stories that keep us guessing and our minds racing. Today we have an incredible tale from 1998 that still leaves many questions unanswered. Are you ready to unravel this mystery with me? Let's get started. It was early Saturday morning on March 14th, 1998, when the Dirickson family's routine came to a sudden and eerie halt in Cheyenne, Oklahoma. Leonard Lenny, Dirickson, known as Lenny by all who knew him, was just like any other dad, hardworking, loving, and full of life. That morning, he sat down with his 16-year-old son Jared for breakfast at Larry's dairy farm near their home. The sun shone brightly that day, casting a golden glow on the fields around them. As they ate, a visitor arrived unannounced in what Jared described as a white pickup truck. Lenny went outside to greet him, leaving his teenage son inside with many questions swirling in his mind. From behind the window, Jared watched anxiously as his father spoke with the stranger for several minutes. Jared noticed there was no history between them, yet their conversation seemed friendly and cordial. The man was a Caucasian male described by Jared as having a full reddish beard, wearing a baseball hat emblazoned with "No Fear." He appeared to be in his early 40s, towering over Lenny at around 6 feet tall, weighing roughly 210 pounds. "Who's this guy?" Jared thought to himself. "Why is Dad talking so long?" When Lenny returned inside, he told Jared that the man had asked about selling one of his stud horses and expressed interest in seeing it for himself. Before leaving with the stranger, Lenny gave Jared instructions. "So he told me that he was gonna go with him. He said to stay here and... get some feed and go feed the cows, and he'd be back that afternoon." Those last words hung in the air as if they were a promise that would never be kept. Lenny left at 9 a.m. that morning but failed to return home. His disappearance sent ripples of concern through his family and friends. The following day, Jared waited anxiously for Lenny's return. When it didn't happen, he knew something was terribly wrong. By the end of the next day, the Dirickson family realized they were dealing with a mystery that would change their lives forever. As days turned into weeks, investigators uncovered more details about Lenny's life and recent activities. They learned that Lenny was a devoted father who worked tirelessly to support his family. His disappearance came out of nowhere and left everyone bewildered. Why would a man simply vanish without a trace? The investigation revealed some intriguing clues, but no clear answers. One clue stood out: the man Jared saw in the white pickup truck. Detectives began to interview people in the area, hoping someone might have seen or heard something unusual that morning. They learned that Lenny had been planning to sell one of his prized horses, a valuable asset with a unique pedigree. Could this be connected to his disappearance? Adding to the mystery was an eyewitness account from 20 years later. A caller reported seeing Lenny dancing around in a bar in Amarillo, Texas, yelling about himself being there. Joe Hay, the county sheriff at the time, said, "We had no reason to disbelieve it." It would almost stretch the imagination that a guy would dance around in a bar screaming and hollering, "It's Leonard, it's Leonard, it's Leonard," and it not be Leonard. But why would Lenny appear so suddenly after all these years? And if he was there, where did he go afterwards? The case of Lenny Dirickson remains unsolved to this day. His family still holds on to hope that one day they'll find answers, but the passage of time has only deepened the mystery. Can you imagine how it must feel for Jared and his family? They miss their father every single day, wondering where he is and what happened on that fateful morning in 1998. What would you do if someone close to you vanished without a trace? Today's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of staying connected with loved ones and being aware of our surroundings. It also shows us how even small interactions can lead to big mysteries. If this case has sparked your curiosity, there are many ways you can help. Share this episode with friends and family who might be interested in unsolved cases like Lenny's. Perhaps someone out there knows something they haven't shared yet. Remember, every clue brings us closer to solving these mysteries. So, let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Unsolved Mysteries. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another mystery. Until next time, keep searching for answers with us.